What's good? What's good? What's good? You tune in Apartment 5B podcast hosted by your man Kill. I got my squad in effect with me today. Ladies first, Portia, what's good, miss?
How's it going, Kill?
Everything is good. Vern, back from Cuba. What's good, brother?
Hola.
Got my brother Nick out in the Natty. I thought it was Cleveland. It's the Natty. What's going on?
It's all good. We're going. What's the name? What's my man? Yensi? He gonna laugh at this one because it's like an inside joke. But yeah. Everything good, bro. Everything good. Get well, Dale. I know he fell off the stage during the Gorilla show, man. Get well.
Dale the phone call say?
Yeah. He
Wow.
fell off the stage. Probably. You know how he get
down. Yeah.
I ain't hear about that. I ain't hear about that. From the West Coast, what's going on, Ed?
Hey, I'm good, man. Trying to stay out the heat.
And I heard.
Yeah, man.
115 degrees out there. Y'all wow. Tone, what's good with you, good brother?
Everything good, my people. Everything good.
No doubt. Yo, let's jump right into this joint. We talking about sophomore slumps, artists who didn't fall into them, artists who did fall into the sophomore slump. So some of us, I went a little bonkers on this. I've got albums that I felt were better than the first ones, albums that necessarily weren't better, but it wasn't no sophomore slump. Then I got sophomore albums that was whack. Then I got sophomore albums that were just a disappointment. So we're going to start off with the positive first. We're going to go with your sophomore albums that whatever y'all had, if y'all thought they were doper than or that it just wasn't no slump. Vern, what you got on tap first, good brother?
I'm sure some of the ones that I have, everybody going to say. So I'm going to throw one that you won't say. Todd Shaw, Life is Too Short. Born to Mac, you know, it has some joints on there, but Life is Too Short is when I officially was on the Too Short bandwagon. You know, it was a perfect time in my life. Riding around in my Escort with the house speaker on the back. You know, you got cuss words, you got I Ain't Tripping, you got all these joints to just knock. You know, so Too Short brought it on that Life is Too Short album.
All right, no doubt. Porsche, what you got?
I got Liquid Swords, Jizza. I didn't even care for Jizza before Liquid Swords. I mean, I loved him with the Clan, like 36 Chambers, but then Liquid Swords was just amazing. I mean, it highlighted all of his lyrical abilities. I mean, the first album, he was lyrically okay, but I think overall the album was pretty trash. But then Liquid Swords was just amazing. So way better than the first.
Right. And just for the young folk out there, Genius had a joint called Words from the Gene Bag. Yeah. It was on Cold Chillin' Records. So, you know, somebody young may be like, well, I thought
I don't think I ever heard it. Outside of Pass the Bone, I don't know a song on that joint.
Yeah, so just for the younger folk, that wasn't Liquid Swords that's Jizza's first album, but you know, under the Genius joint, that's the second joint. Nick, what you got, good brother?
I'm gonna go with Alcoholics, Coast to Coast. You know, I was a fan of 21 and Over, and Coast to Coast was just a step up. E Swift got better production wise. They had Diamond D threw them a couple of joints. Just overall a better project. You know, escaped the sophomore slump and won up the debut album.
All right, no doubt. Ed, what you got?
Mine is in a similar vein of Portia's pick. I got Mobb Deep, the Infamous. You know, basically they followed up a pretty obscure first album with a bona fide classic. And I know that album, I mean, that was New York. I mean, everyone in New York was bumping that when it came out, man. So that was it, man. The signature sound, polish. I mean, they started working with Q-Tip to get everything EQ'd and engineered right, and it just, you know what it is, man. History.
Yeah, that's another one of them albums I'll talk to people and they'll be like, yeah, the Infamous was Mobb's first album. You know what I mean? So a lot of folk, even my age, don't even know about Juvenile Hell.
Yeah.
So yeah,
which is a good thing for most people. You know what I mean?
That is true because that all hit them from the back. Yeah, it was. All right, Tone, what you got, good brother?
I'm gonna go with Gang Stars Step Into the Arena over Normal Mr. Nice Guy. Normal Mr. Nice Guy, it was a good album, but it was just sharp on the second album. Guru kind of found his lane as far as the rhyming over the jazz samples, and Primo was just sharper. He was better with the beat. So I'm gonna go with Step Into the Arena.
All right, no doubt. The first joint I got up is for my doper than the first. I got Illadelph Half-Life over Do You Want More by the Roots. Definitely wasn't really. I mean, Do You Want More was cool. It was too light in the ass for me. Illadelph definitely, them samples, the beats were harder, the rhymes were sharper, Malik B was on point. So that's one of my dope, but in the first. And the one that didn't fall prey to the sophomore slump, EPMD's Unfinished Business. I didn't like it better than Strictly Business, but it definitely was like that next step for them. So what you're saying, please listen to my demo, Total Chaos, those joints. So that's my joint for that didn't fall into the sophomore slump. Vern, what you got up next, brother?
I'm gonna go with one we just talked about with Grapp and them. Mecca and the Soul Brother was dope. But bro, that main ingredient, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
mean, that's an album that we talked about this as well. It does not get spoken of as highly as it should. I mean, you can just put it on and keep going, man. So
No skips.
I'm no skips, bro. So I'm gonna just say the main ingredient would be that definitely did not fall into the sophomore slump.
All right, no doubt. Porsche, what you got up next?
Low End Theory Tribe. That's one of my favorite albums of all time. So, and that album, I mean, People's Instinctive was dope because it obviously, like, we met Tribe and what they were all about, but Low End was just everything came together. Fife was better on it lyrically. I think production was just on point, flawless. And then the whole concept behind the fact that the album's called Low End Theory, like, I just love I love everything about that album. I think it's brilliant. So that one.
All right, no doubt. Nick, what you got?
Got to take it back to the hometown, Southwest Atlanta, AT Aliens, Outkast.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Somebody coming in?
I don't know what happened.
Man, the Russians got Nick, man.
All right. We'll pause with Nick. Ed, what you got up next, good brother?
Right. My next one, I got the Fugees, the score.
Yeah.
You might have to fix that. That was a Grapp Lover hang time at me. The hangouts, like the hangouts. Did you shoot him one?
Yeah. I don't hold on. Let me try it again.
Yeah, he just.
Did you hear Vern say that the Russians got you?
They did. I'm like, why is Grapp calling me to do hangouts?
And Vern's like, the Russians got Nick.
Oh, they got him again. All right. I might as well say my piece.
Well, hold on, Ed. We're going to pause it just until I get Grapp on here. So we're going to keep losing Nick and everything. So, what's good with you, good brother?
Hey, not much, man.
So I take I'm the only one getting the call from Grapp.
Yeah, I'm tripping at the technical difficulties right now.
Yeah. Let me try.
Outside of that, everything's good. Oh man,
Vern, is that a Cuba shirt?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
Vern, how long was you down?
We're just a Cuba, just for a full day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cigalero.
What happens when he calls you? It just interrupts.
It just cuts me out, and it's just like hangout call from Grapp.
Let me call him.
Control the mic like Fidel Castro. So Porsche, what's the latest on Dart's rants?
On the what?
On Dart rants.
Oh, nothing.
Dartology.
He's still just tripping out about Paula Abdul, New Kids on the Block.
I'm surprised he didn't say nothing about the Noriega because they got him listed at July 10th, not the 7th.
Yeah.
I could have sworn he was going to be on the timeline.
And the other, I don't know if you guys saw this in the group, but Vegas, I think, was drinking. And he's like, I've had something to drink.
Okay.
I want to go start.
All right, yeah. Try it now. Just into a new one.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, yeah. But he did say Dart looked familiar, though.
You talking about that Dart Adams dude?
Yeah.
Man, that dude is corny, man.
And then, did you see that article that that Eddie posted with his rundown of Morgan State, but he's not in any of the pictures?
No photos. Yeah.
No photos, and they're all like, he's like, oh, and this is so and so, and I remember this, but he's nowhere.
Nowhere
I
to
was
be
like,
found.
And the funny thing about it, he made Morgan sound like it was the hood. I mean, O'Connell was the rough dorm, but niggas wasn't busting guns. You wasn't waking up.
Yeah, I told you, you can make your own reality online.
Yeah, like O'Connell is bad, but oh damn, he done hit. I don't know why Greg keep hitting him.
He's calling Nick again.
Oh man. What was funny about that too was his reasoning. He's like, I saw them wear the T-shirt on the Cosby Show, and I heard saying shout him out. RZA for the wings to Morgan State.
Did it again. I think we're gonna have to cancel it out. You have to send us a fresh one. It's a Hangouts audio Grap Lover. That's what it's coming through as.
Hangout audio,
yeah.
So I gotta start over again.
Yeah, you might have to
I see
cancel out.
something coming too. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just cancel out and send a new one.
Send a new one, yeah.
All right.